The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network. What up, everybody? This is Relatable Radio, where it is always Ladies' Night. My name is Jackie, and I have here with me, as always, Amy.
Hello.
And Taylor.
What's up?
And we have two guests today. Both are my sisters. I have my sister Maggie.
Hi.
And my sister Kim.
Hello.
And it's actually today's Kim's birthday, because in the recording
happy
world...
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Kim.
Thank you,
Recording world, it's Sunday, July 14th. So I said, do you want to be on the show? And she said, yes. So she's here. Not that excited about a conversation now they say it out loud.
So crazy because we had Amy's sister on last week.
I know. I feel like we're doing like a sister...
Yeah,
the sister saga.
Sister saga, that we're calling it.
It's the sisterhood of the traveling, podcast, but we're not traveling. So we do this from the dining room table.
I'm flying my sister up next weekend from Alabama just for this show.
There you go.
I'm just kidding. I wish.
That would be really cool, actually.
That would be pretty awesome.
I actually got a little excited. I'm like, are you surprising me right
now? I'm lying.
Such a dick. So it's Sunday. Amy, what'd you do this weekend?
What did I do? I didn't do a lot this weekend. I was so busy last weekend. Stressed out, a lot of shit going on. So I'm like, this weekend I just need to pause. Pump the brakes a little bit.
Right.
I did not want to get dressed yesterday. I did not want to leave my house yesterday. I lied to people about plans, which you guys are all finding out now if you're listening to this podcast. I didn't do anything yesterday. I was lying. I just needed a day to be with my family, hang out.
Minus
Jackie came over.
The 3 hours I was there.
Yeah, Jackie came over, which was fine.
Sweating.
And then we did go see fireworks last night at Exton Community Day, which we just walked down a few hundred yards from my house and watched the fireworks, which was nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask if you guys went.
We did.
Did you make it to the park?
No, fuck no. We didn't go that far. Kevin was we literally walked. We didn't even get to the intersection of Swedesford and Chip. We were back from the. And Kevin's like, I think this is good right here, and I'm like, yeah, we should be fine. The fireworks, right? They're high up in the air, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
And kids brought a blanket. Kevin brought a chair. I was going to. I'm like, I don't want to. I'm not carrying a chair. No. Because I figured at some point or another I'd have to be carrying a child. Yeah. So can't bring the chair. So it was really nice. We had a nice little spot. It was there was nobody around us really. We were next to this little stone house that's been there since 1776, and the kids had a great time going in and checking it out. They were playing hide and seek, and it was really nice. It was a nice family moment.
Yeah,
it was nice.
So is that one you would relive?
Yeah, that was I would have done without the bugs. Could I take the bugs out of it?
Yes.
I mean, it was a nice night last night though. The humidity wasn't super bad yesterday. Once the sun went down, it was almost chilly. Not quite, but almost.
You're I don't need a jacket.
I could have had a light sweatshirt on and still been comfortable.
Did Jackson wear jeans and or his sweatshirt?
No. Jackson gets dressed yesterday, and he's I wake up and he's already dressed because he does that. And he's wearing slippers, jeans, and a sweatshirt. And I'm like, obviously our air conditioner is set too low for overnight.
And he's how old?
4.
He's 4.
And he wanted to wear it all day.
He's got the same birthday, I think, as Maggie's, right?
January 26th.
Yeah. Oh, he's the 26th.
That's my birthday.
That's your birthday.
Yeah.
Then. Okay.
You guys share a birthday
That's
then.
it. So Audrey's birthday. Okay. So they're a day apart. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
What'd you guys do this weekend? One of you.
I went to the Harry Potter festival, and that was
Did
so
you?
much fun.
Now, which one did you go to? Because there's a few of them, a few places that do them now.
We went to the one. It was on Locust. It was in Philly.
It's in Philly.
Oh, so that was probably an official one.
Yeah, but the best part about it is nobody really dressed up.
Maggie.
Oh, really?
Did. I did. Yeah, but
I'm surprised that nobody dressed up.
I was like, why are you here?
Right?
There was even people we went to. It was kind of a Harry Potter theme. They couldn't call it for legal reasons Harry Potter at the Franklin Institute.
I thought they did call it Harry Potter though.
I think it was
something
wizard something.
Oh yeah,
it was essentially
Wizard's
Harry
Workshop or something like that.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It was essentially Harry Potter, but they legally couldn't call it Harry Potter. But it was very Harry Potter themed. They had owls and butter beer and
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what kind of stuff did they have?
Well, it was just different alcohols.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
This is all sounding amazing.
We had wound up just getting like all this alcohol, and then by the end of the night we were pretty much drunk.
Nice.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
it was pretty cool. She doesn't get out much.
Yeah. They gave you like this polyjuice, and I'm pretty sure it was just a shot. And so we did it, and then by the end I was like, Katie, I think I'm pretty drunk.
Polyjuice really fucked me up.
It was probably like a placebo. Really wasn't anything. It's just water. Kim, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, I went to Eric's house where he made me dinner, gave me 24 roses for my birthday. And then this morning he was going to make me breakfast, but I said I didn't have time.
She's running late to be here
for breakfast.
What would he have made you for breakfast?
Probably eggs, bacon, or scrapple,
Ooh,
potatoes.
She's obsessed with scrapple.
That sounds
Oh,
delicious.
he has like 2 huge things in his freezer he got from BJ's. So
I only have scrapple like 3 times a year, and it's just not. I never have it like all the time. It's like special occasion, and it's just so wonderful.
Yeah. The last time I had it, why was I over? You were like, "Do you want any scrapple?" I was like, "I'm not crazy about scrapple," and you're like, "Just put it between 2 pieces of toast," and that's what I did with a bunch of ketchup.
well, yeah, you have to eat it with ketchup.
Oh, absolutely.
No, it was like,
Yes.
"Did you want some scrapple with that ketchup?" That's
You're trying to mask.
yeah.
So what is it?
It really wasn't
is it
that
the
bad,
flavor
though.
or is it the texture that you don't like?
No, the texture's about it. I think it's more flavor. But to be honest, I think the first time I tried scrapple, we were at a diner in Philly.
Oregon Diner.
Yes, and I didn't like it.
How did they cook it?
Well, it was thick.
Oh,
It
So-
just didn't taste like what you made was good.
Like-
I actually didn't mind that.
I will literally darken the one side and then undercook almost the other side.
yeah.
Because
It's gotta
heaven
have a little
forbid,
bit of
heaven
crunch to
forbid,
it.
it's even on both sides.
Well, no, you don't want to taste burnt. It takes
No.
away from the flavor.
That's why you put ketchup on it.
well, yeah, you put ketchup on it regardless.
I put ketchup on lots of things. Well, no, Taylor actually puts ketchup on a lot of things.
Put ketchup on everything, just about.
Grilled cheese sandwiches, he
Grilled
dips
cheese
it.
sandwiches.
That's not.
How
That's,
about
he dips
Pop-Tarts?
No.
No.
Well, then not everything.
my
Not
kids,
everything.
My kids have dipped their blueberries in ketchup or grapes in ketchup and eaten them.
I've done green beans dipped in ketchup.
Wait a minute. You don't eat green beans.
Right. But
But
I was
we've-
dared. On a dare, I did it.
Where? How
dipped it
old
in
were
ketchup.
you?
I was in junior high or high school.
Unbelievable. But you won't try a raisinette. I dare you to try a raisinette.
Oh,
Where's
raisins.
my
First.
raisinette, by the way?
They're at home. And I have a box of Pop-Tarts for you, too.
What flavor?
Strawberry.
Do they have, does it come with ketchup?
It can if you put it on there.
Kim is a picky eater, just like Taylor, but I don't know. She's not, I guess, as bad as Taylor. It depends. They're
He
both
doesn't
picky.
eat vegetables. I'll at least eat vegetables.
You eat corn. What else?
broccoli, cauliflower. I've tried Brussels sprouts, asparagus.
She
Oh,
won't
those
try.
a lot of those are like things that a lot of people won't eat.
She won't eat what, reheated meat.
I don't like reheated steak or chicken, really, because I don't like the way it tastes. It tastes weird.
That's why you just mask it with like
Ketchup.
ketchup,
Take the words out of your- you couldn't get to the microphone.
ketchup, ranch, Italian dressing, barbecue sauce.
See, I'm like the opposite of that. I don't like cold meat. I don't like cold meat at all. Like I'd have to reheat it because I couldn't do
He
it.
likes warm meat in and on, or around his mouth.
Wow, that's. Guess you're out of luck, Jackie.
You're gross.
I love you.
And you love it.
But
Jackie, what'd you do this weekend? Or you
what did
guys
you
do
no?
this weekend?
So Friday you recorded, but I pretty much went to bed and shocking, I know. I had battled a migraine for like 3 days, and I couldn't sleep right, which is nothing new. So by the time Friday rolled around, my brain was like, "You need to just pass the fuck out." Saturday went over. We did the iron on for the decals for these koozies.
The
Making that merch.
koozies.
We're doing. We're planning on being at the Bats for Matt tournament next Saturday
So this
in
As-
Downingtown.
when this show comes
Sorry.
out.
Oh yeah, this
Saturday.
upcoming Saturday.
The 20th.
It's in Downingtown. Check it out. Somebody's shared information on it. I'm sure through the
it's
network.
Look for Bats for Matt on Facebook. Also, you can go to batsformatt.com. It's at the Downingtown Little League Field. There in Downingtown, across from the old 9th grade center.
Okay,
Mhm.
that is where.
which is now the STEM Academy.
The STEM
Yeah.
Academy.
Right across from the STEM
Yeah.
Academy.
Yep. So
depending on how old you are, depends on how you identify the buildings.
Yes.
pretty much right.
True story.
But we'll be there.
There's a ton of raffles.
yeah,
There's a ton of
raffles.
stuff going on.
And
Dude, they're
everything
gonna
goes
have
right
the
back into
tattoo
the community.
place.
Yeah. Yep. The Double D's. There's
Yeah.
a whole bunch of raffles. And all the proceeds go right back into the community.
Yeah, there's big
Scholarship
scholarships
funds
and
and different charities and all kinds of stuff.
a lot
So
of great stuff.
make sure if you're in the area to come see us. We'll be recording most of the day, on and off.
Yeah.
People will be coming in and out, and we'll have Danny back on. We'll have Alice in
Allison.
there.
Yeah.
And a couple other people from the network will be there as well. So
Yeah, so we
come through. We got koozies we're handing out.
We did
to
a bunch of koozies. Amy and I
You guys did a fantastic job, by the way.
sweating.
Thank you.
We didn't even get all of them done. We're not even halfway.
No, we're not.
Not even halfway done. In 3 hours, by the way. In 3 hours, we got
That's
about
good. We still have
175
less
done.
than a week left.
Yeah.
We're good.
There's a
We'll
lot
get
of
it done.
koozies. There's a lot of koozies.
Well, now that there's a system, it's going to be much better. So
we got this.
We got this.
and also, we don't have to hand out all of them this time. We can save some for the next major event
It's
that
just
we
let's just get it
crash.
done. But we ended
a
up
major event that we crashed.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. We were like, we want to come do this, so
We're gonna do it.
Danny,
Whether you like it or not.
I hit Danny up about it, and he was like, he loved it. He wants us there. We're going to set up a table. We're going to set up a little
I was like, give
The
it a
pop-up
tent kind of
tent.
deal.
There's
Yeah,
gonna be-
pop-up tent.
The weather's supposed to be nice. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. It's going to be nice out
Should be a
there.
great event.
It should be a really great event. Come see us. I mean, this is our first appearance in the
Yeah.
community that we live in doing this, so that'll be pretty interesting. We did our first on-site thing with Might Be Brews this past week, and that was just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it turned out really good.
It's cool to get out there. So I think this will be neat.
But
You guys killed it with these koozies.
Yeah, we did. Please.
Killed it with
Did you
these
ever
koozies.
doubt it?
No,
no,
I didn't.
Better not.
no. But Amy
know
has
Jackie and I better.
Amy has a cool little Cricut thingy that's a press and
What an easy press.
easy
is easy,
press
isn't
by
it?
Cricut.
It's really cool.
They don't pay us.
It's really cool.
They don't pay us.
I wish they paid me.
But after I left Amy's, I came home because we had to get ready. My best friend, her daughter is about to turn 1, so they started back up their crawfish. What do they call it? Crawfish boil.
Yeah.
And they didn't do it last summer because she was like uber pregnant and due any day. So they did it this year, and then they're going to combine it to just be their daughter's like birthday party. So it was a lot of fun. Hot as hell out, but it was cute. It was really
That
cute.
newspaper article that you sent, that was
Dude,
so adorable.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
That was so. Tommy's sister just got married, June, and her husband typed that up. Isn't
It
that
looked
funny?
official. It was awesome.
I know. They called
They
it
had, like,
the
pictures. It was a whole newspaper article about the first
national-
birthday, and
because her name's
there
Natalie.
was quotes from like the dog.
Yeah.
and it was really funny.
the dog who wanted to rename anonymous. Like, yeah.
It's funny because it was my first time meeting Tommy's sister yesterday, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't know if we've met before." I'm like, "You look really familiar. Like I know I've seen you before." And she's like, "No, I'm Tommy's sister." I'm like, "Oh, yep, because you're in a Geico commercial."
Yep.
Or- like she's
There
in
was
the
a
commercial
super. There was super.
where
The screws
girl
in her
has
head.
like a screw in her head.
Did you see that one?
Have you seen that?
I
And the
don't know.
husband
Yeah.
just like bites it out and rips it out.
He's like, "You have a screw in your head." She's like, "You do this to me all the time.
You're not listening to me
You're
or
not
something
listening."
like that.
And he just like grabs it out of
Yeah,
takes his
yeah.
mouth.
I
sucks
crack
it
up
out,
every
and
time. I thought it was
spits
hysterical.
it out.
And she's like, "Oh, that's Tommy's sister." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
It's cool. But one thing that was really funny from their party was the front yard was like 10 degrees cooler than the backyard. 'cause there's
Nicely
tons of shade.
shaded.
And they had like this, jumbo-sized Jenga set
Yeah.
out there, right? But they had it like
Fun
set up
game.
on the ground, and it was like kind of crooked because it was on uneven
Uneven.
ground. And they had like this nice little table in between a couple chairs out there. So I grabbed Jackie and another friend of ours and was like, let's go play Jenga. And instead, I set the thing up on this table just to make it easier for us, whatever. And we had a great time, had a good game of Jenga, and we just set it back up and walked away. A few minutes later, I turn the corner of the house, and I see it's just surrounded by a circle of little kids playing this Jenga game on the table.
That's dangerous.
That's like way taller than they are.
I think it's dangerous regardless of where it is. It's the starting off point.
It's like, how many videos have you seen when that Jenga tower comes toppling down on top of children?
These
2x4s
blocks are 3/4 of the length of their legs.
Yeah.
Like straight up. And
it is legit yard Jenga.
Yard Jenga blocks, like,
which I found out
solid 2x4.
Tommy's twin sister Casey and her husband made that for them.
Yeah,
that's handmade.
Yep.
She's like, I didn't realize you could.
Easy.
She's like, I didn't realize you could pre-buy it already cut.
Yeah,
they bought the wood and cut that themselves.
Yeah,
you can have them cut it at Home Depot. They'll cut it to lengths for you.
Yeah.
But
it was funny because, like, and then I was like, okay, this is unsafe, and I was like, but there's parents.
But what did you do? I was like, did you intervene, or did you just stand back and watch, record as
I
it
look
falls?
and I see that there's like at least 3 adults there. I'm like, okay, this is being
Not your
supervised,
kids.
so I
You're
just
fine.
go back about my business. And then all of a sudden, a little girl runs around a corner. She got her head smashed with one of these blocks, and so I just go out there. I'm like, all right, this has to end now. I take it all down. I set it up on the ground, and all the parents that are there are just like, well, now you took the danger out of the whole game. I'm like, are these your kids or what? Like,
kids are getting showered with blocks.
These aren't my kids.
You'll understand when you have children. There's some times that you just want to sit back and make karma, okay?
Well, we ended up coming.
Woke up at 3 a.m. This is what you get.
Yeah. I ended up walking back around the corner like later. I guess it wasn't too long before we were leaving. And it was like Taylor and Mike and Ryan playing.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this, the battle of the husbands?
We got that thing like 35 layers high. It was
intense.
Outrageous.
I was like, it's going down. And then like Mike was letting Nathan play, who's 9. And I was like, okay, move away. He's like, I can get it, but Dad, you have to put this on top.
Because he can't even reach it.
He can't reach it.
I
don't think I could have
That's
reached.
awesome.
I don't think I would have been able to reach. That was pretty high.
It was crazy. It was definitely the most intense game
I have
Jenga
videos
I've ever played. It was legendary.
I took lots of pictures and videos of, the Jenga I took video of. I took lots of pictures of my friends' babies. They all had girls.
Oh, really? I have the opposite in my circle right now. It's all boys.
Carrie has 1 son. Everyone else has all girls. For now, anyway. But I don't know. They're really cute. Julie's daughter is she's got these light blue eyes, and she's just such a happy little baby. She was playing with a stick, and I was like, it was like just this little stick. She wasn't eating it either. She was literally waving it around. I was like, look, she's got a wand. Like, she wants to be in Harry Potter.
Nice.
And she straight up pointed it at me. And I was like,
oh my God, I'm going to turn into a frog.
I was like, she's definitely pulling a spell on me. She straight up pointed right at me with that
Stone cold facial expression, too. Like, she wasn't smiling or anything. Not like, hey,
Not
look at my stick.
Moment.
It was just like,
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, she's going to put a spell on me. So I yelled Expelliarmus, so it would disarm her, obviously.
But did you have a wand? Obviously not, so it didn't work.
No, I'm an
Next
adult.
time, pick up a stick first,
I'm an
Jackie.
adult, okay?
She did drop it a few times, though.
She did drop it a few times. But
not necessarily when she said that.
And she'll be
that would have been even cooler.
She'll be 1 in November, so she's still a little young. She's like,
Yeah.
she doesn't know the rules yet. Okay.
What do you mean, the female version of Ron?
Yes. Absolutely. I want to be a Weasley.
I would totally love being a Weasley.
I think it'd be fun.
I feel like my family's already halfway there because there's a lot of us and it gets crazy and it's always like chaos. Anytime
you're, like,
everyone's
crafty,
together,
like-
right? You guys understand. You've got a lot of siblings
You're
too.
crafty,
so it's,
like Molly Weasley.
Right? Yeah.
So.
I'm like, don't have money. There's all these similarities of all these things. Like I could totally slip. Nobody would even notice I'm there.
Yeah. No.
But
No,
wait,
see,
who's
my
this new
kids,
sibling?
They're all like, where's Mom? And I'm like, no, go ask your dad for something. Stop asking me. Mom, I need you to do this. I'm like, no, you don't. Dad.
Where they pass their father to come find you
Yes.
and ask. Jackson did that to me. I was in the bath. I don't think I told this story a few weeks ago. I meant to. I was in the bathroom. I opened, and I knew he was playing. He has like this little like remote control bus, and he likes to tape a cup on top of it, obviously, so you can throw balls in it as it's driving away and moving target, right? So I open the door to the bathroom, and right in front of the door is the bus, a cup, a roll of tape, and a sign in my husband's handwriting that says, "Can you please?" And I'm like, what? But there's no one around. There's just this sign with this stuff. So I go out to the living room. In my mind, I'm like, fucking Kevin. Jackson asked him to do it. Then he's like, no, go ask your mom. And then he wrote a little sign for me to do it. And I was really pissed off. And I go into the living room. I'm like, Kev, like, what the fuck are you doing? And he starts laughing as I'm explaining what I found as I open the door. And he's like, I had no idea that's what he wanted. And he's like, he came up to me with a piece of paper and a marker that said, Daddy, can you write, can you please? On a piece of paper. He's like, so I just wrote, can you please? Sure, here you go, buddy, done. And Jackson, he's like, Jackson didn't ask me to do it. I had no idea he wanted that done. I'm like, I called Jackson in. I'm like, dude, why didn't you just ask your dad? You literally already had to ask him for something for this sign. Why didn't you just ask him to tape the cup on top of the bus? Well, I wanted you to do it. What?
No.
Why?
No,
Why?
mommy, do it.
Yes.
Well, yeah. We were sitting outside yesterday, and my husband is closer to the door, and our youngest came over and was like, Mommy, milk. You walked past your dad. And I'm like, no. I looked at my husband and I was like, you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do everything.
That's what I ask for on Mother's Day is I say, go ask your father. Like because I won't do anything. Any question I get asked, go ask your father. Go ask your father. I'm not doing it today.
I remember I read an article several years ago, and it was basically like, probably written by a mom who was like, kids will legit bypass their fathers who are doing nothing and go to their mothers who's in the middle of doing something and ask for something. Mm-hmm. And I started paying attention, especially at like family functions at my parents' house. Like I would see like the moms having a nice moment to themselves, probably bitching about children
or husbands.
And the dads are legit just watching something on TV, and I would redirect them. I'd see them coming up like, hey mom, I'm like, go find your father. That's what
Jackie's
I would do.
Playing interference.
I started doing interference. Like, why don't you go find your dad? Your dad's doing nothing. Go find your dad. Or like they're like somebody's like cooking or cleaning, and the kids are like, "Hey, mom," and I'm like, "Go find your dad."
Yeah, my kids are always like, "Can we go outside?" I'm like, "Can I just finish cleaning? We do one thing at a time."
Yeah,
and I'm like, because I know if we go out there, we're going to be out there for hours,
and
then I lose all this time cleaning. And I'm just,
no.
I'm really excited because my youngest is now almost pretty much old enough. I still have to supervise out a window, but he's almost old enough where I can send him outside by himself without like with him like go, just get out of my house and go.
He was like in your little like that little inflatable
we have a pool right
outside
the back of the house. So there's big windows so I can monitor him, but he goes in that pool every day. Comes home from school, gets his bathing suit on, goes in. It's this little like 8 foot, and I'm so glad great purchase. Kevin didn't want me to get it, and I'm like, but Jackson's been out there every day, which is
How
nice.
often does Cole go in there though?
Maybe once a week, which is ironic because Cole's the fish. Like he loves to swim. He cannot getting out of swimming pools. I just think it's not cool enough for him. Yeah. It's not deep enough for him. Like it's too cool for this. He's into it. 7-year-old. He's too cool for it, right? But him and Jackson, we have to make him get in it. And then once he's in there, of course, they like have a great time. And
they're boys. And
yeah.
I thought it was really cute yesterday because Jackson asked Amy, hey mom, can we go to the park this day? And I was like, does he mean like today?
Yeah.
He says this day.
This day.
Does he do that all the time?
All the time. Yeah.
And are you ever like, you can just say today,
He says something weird how he talks about time. Because he always says
he's like a time traveler.
He'll be like, oh, the other day last night, which just means last night. But he's trying to specify that it's like the other day this night.
The other day last night.
The other day last night.
He's being technical. Like it's not daytime. It was nighttime.
Yes. The other day last night.
That's cute.
My mom was doing that yesterday.
She
kept talking in circles about...
That's mom in general.
Yeah, no, but I mean, how her son talks, that's how my mom was talking. It was insane. I kept laughing at her.
Like, Mom, are you feeling okay? Like, I'm trying to think. Well, Mom just says things kooky and goofy all the time.
You mean like LLJ Cool?
Yeah, she gets a lot of celebrity. Cool. She gets celebrity names wrong a lot.
Does that drive you crazy, Jackie?
It makes me laugh. Like she one time was it Barbara Streisand, and she said Barbara Streisand. She added an extra T in there, and I'm like, no, Mom,
not her name.
And I'm trying to. There was something else. She can't quote movies like my cousin Vinny. But everybody was like, the defense is wrong because she's from like Brooklyn or the Bronx. Like she's definitely from New York. Marissa Tomei, you familiar with the movie?
Of course.
And my mom.
The fence is Wong.
And I'm like, she's not Asian, Mom. And like, she's trying to do the New York accent. And she's like, the defense is Wong. And I'm like, no, Mom, you're wrong. Like, oh, she's funny. She's a trip. She's definitely
Jackie,
a trip.
considering you're a walking IMDb, that's gotta drive you insane. Just a little bit.
A little bit. But you know what, though? Like, with my mom, it's funny because it's like, I know what she's trying to say.
So hard.
She's trying so
hard. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, when she's like, that LLJ cool. And I'm like, no, Mom.
Close,
You're
but
so
not
close. There's been a couple. I can't remember. There was a couple. I was like, oh, I have to keep that in my memory. And I just can't remember who it was now. But.
Or she'll say, did you email? And I'm like, I think you mean text.
She used to do the hand motions.
The hand motions.
It was like the world's biggest keyboard, but she's talking about text messaging. Like, I don't know what phone you're using.
Texting is just thumbs.
I don't know what phone you're using anymore, but it's a full keypad.
It's not that big.
Yeah. She's like playing a piano. Like, she would take pictures and she'd have what I call like the spider legs. All her fingers are up. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. You just hold it like this. And all of her fingers are up. She's crazy.
I love your mom because like every time I'm over there for like dinner and stuff with the whole family, I'll go back for like seconds and I'll make it, a small plate most of the time.
Just to make sure everybody gets
their food. Like I'm self-conscious about, well, should I be eating all this damn food? I'm waiting for everybody else to get food.
Are you the biggest dude in the room now?
Yeah, but then your mom is always just like, did you get more food? Get more food. Get more food. And like, I'll finish this plate. And she's like, get more food. I'm like, really? I can't?
Yeah. She also straight up puts him to work. Like as soon as he gets there, like,
Good.
Taylor, can you hand me that bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, it's never work. It's just the high stuff.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Just
That's
the
all.
high
Fair
stuff.
enough.
He's
Fair
the tallest one
I
in
know.
the
Yeah.
house.
Guys, I need a step stool in here because he's not always home.
She always needs the same plate. Like every time I'm there, it's
hand me that
always
bowl,
the
Taylor.
same one that I know exactly where it is. I should just like build her like put it somewhere where she can.
The
reach
problem is that it's limited space.
it. Yeah.
They're borderline hoarders. I mean, we could admit that, right? I made her go through. I was like, you have way too much Tupperware. Can we just talk about Tupperware for a second? Because like I have a lot of Tupperware too. And like I feel like they kept giving me more. I'm like, no. Everything has to have a lid. Everything has to have a spot.
I desperately need to go through and clean out my, because like I'm like, the other day we had leftovers and I grabbed the thing out. I'm just putting tinfoil over the top of it because I have no idea where the lid is. Kevin's like, is there a lid? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure there's a lid somewhere, but go in that cabinet and try it. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put tinfoil on top.
Kind of like the washing machine with the socks.
Yes. Did you? It was like every time you put clothes in and you lose a sock, it comes back as a Tupperware lid. That's the same.
That's awesome.
You saw the new meme about Area 51.
Oh my
It
God,
was a
which
pile
one?
of all the single socks.
Oh. Dude, I love those Area 51 memes. And it was like my new alien son coming to see me at like 3 a.m. And it's just like this little alien standing in a doorway.
Wait, so
looking
I didn't
creepy
read
as
the
hell.
article, but I did see something about Area 51 this week. Taylor, did you see this at all?
Yes, and I saw it after we recorded the show. But apparently, it's close to 1 million people now have RSVP'd to storm to
Area
raid
51.
Area 51.
To like find out once and for all what the fuck is there.
I want to know how many people.
It's over. I think it's over 800,000 right now.
Dude, they could do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that many people?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Y'all in.
If they
Let's
actually
go.
show
Fuck
up,
it.
if 800,000 people show up to Area 51, there's almost nothing they can do except for the fact that there are tanks there and things of that nature. So if they really want a serious bloodbath on their hands, they can stop them from doing it. But
I don't think it calls for a bloodbath. If anything, like maybe some tear gas.
yeah,
Wait.
800,000 people though, that's a lot of tear gas.
Yeah.
Just blow them all up.
Oh, it's a lot of dead bodies.
I'm just jumping to it. I'm just
Wait.
jumping all the way to the extreme.
Yeah, right. Just go for it.
I don't mean to come back to full circle, but I just remembered something else Mom said one time. And it was involving deer dicks. And she was like, they got all these tear dicks. And we were all like, Mom, no. She straight up called them tear dicks. So I just picture people crying.
Dicks.
And it's dicks running down their face. No, Peggy.
No one's crying dicks.
No, Peggy. No one's crying dicks. They might be crying over a dick. There's a big difference.
So your mom accidentally does what I do on purpose with most things,
Yes.
like different TV shows, like Big Little Lies.
Yeah.
You watch. I don't call it that ever. That's like the
Ever.
only
Never.
time
What do you
I'll
call
ever-
It's the only time he calls it the right thing.
Whatever
right now.
else I can think of, I call it Big Little Titties,
Big little bitches.
Pretty Little Bitches.
He's even started mixing other TV
Pretty Little
names.
Liars. Yeah, I was like, Pretty Little Liars.
Because I always got that mixed up, so I just
Pretty Little Big Bitches.
Yeah.
Pretty Little. Yeah, there's tons every time, and I know exactly what he's talking about, but we just laugh. It's hilarious. He never calls it.
Have
Big
you
Little
watched
Lies.
the second season? You guys watched?
Yeah.
the season?
Oh yeah,
How far? I only watched
We're
the first
current.
2 episodes. I'm
We're
not current.
Oh my god, no, we're current.
yeah, bugging.
But I'm mad because like I want the episodes to be like closer to an hour. And
Yeah, they're
been
40. They've been
straight up
45 minutes.
like
past,
45
3 weeks.
minutes.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like the last 2 are going to be any longer. Because we're only down to 2 more now, right?
Yeah, tonight and
Tonight and next week.
next week I think is it.
Meryl Streep still just killing it.
Yes.
Meryl, this is how I described it because I was talking about the show yesterday with some people at the party, and I was like Tommy's sister Betsy was like, Meryl Streep, like, I'm in. Like, she's great. Her hair, her glasses. I was like, she straight up looks like she's about to ask to talk to the manager.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that's what her character looks like. Like, she wants to
Yes.
talk to the manager.
Like she walks into your restaurant and you're just like
fuck.
this is not going to go well.
She's what everybody calls
That's
Karen.
her character. That's her character though too. Like
Yeah, oh,
she
yeah.
is. She is.
Well, I watched
rugged.
a bunch of interviews with some of the other cast about working with her because obviously everybody always wants, how's it like working with Meryl Streep?
I beat Meryl.
It's weird. I was like, somebody said they were calling her Meryl. I'm like, Meryl. I'm like, that sounds just weird. It's when
Meryl
you get
Streep,
famous,
yeah.
you lose a first name. You just a first and last name is
yeah.
your new name.
Yeah.
And they were saying how amazing she was and how humble she is and how great of a person she is and how like she just turns it on and you're just like, they're like amazed
Yeah.
at like what she does and
That whole cast is phenomenal,
Oh, the
though.
cast
And
is
then they added Meryl Streep to it.
crazy.
And you're just like,
just when you thought it
fuck
couldn't get any
yeah.
better.
One thing I have to say about the show too is that like there's one glaring thing that rubbed me the wrong way about the story itself. And what shows me is that it's a great show is that they're addressing it. So like for me, spoiler alert, I'm not going to really get in too far into it, but like if you watch the show, you'll know what I'm talking about. If they would have just told the truth about what happened at the end of season 1, everything would have been okay.
Yeah.
Like I just was like, this is the only thing that I can think of in this show that I just don't like. Like they were stupid. They should have just done the right thing.
They panicked.
But they've addressed that. They've
Yeah.
like talked about it multiple times in this season. Like, well, we should have just done this.
Too late
I'm
now.
just like, yes,
Yeah.
it's a great show. I
But
like
then there
it.
would have been no season 2.
Right. It's really good.
Well, there wasn't ever supposed to be.
Oh, really?
Apparently, Meryl Streep wanted to get involved. So they're like, fuck it, let's write a season 2.
For Meryl Streep,
Yeah,
you
I
write
would
a
do
season
it.
2 just
Fuck
for her.
Well, when she was dating a guy who played Fredo in The Godfather,
Mhm.
he died right after they filmed The Deer Hunter, and Al Pacino said she never left his side. Like, took him to his treatments, took care of him before and after all of his treatments. And she said she was just a phenomenal, loving person.
Well, not in this show.
Oh my god. Oh
She's
my God.
She's a bitch, but she's so good at it. She's like
Well,
your
she was a
favorite
bitch in The Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah, oh
I
God,
know.
her character was so. She plays that like cold woman
She
so
just
well.
says things like so nonchalantly where you're just like, I'm going to let it go. But at some point, I can't bite my tongue any longer.
What's your favorite? Let's go around the table. What's your favorite Meryl Streep movie?
Oh, Jesus.
I have
I
mine.
don't think she
if you
played
want
in
me to
that.
start.
She played an Oh, Jesus.
The River Wild for me.
Okay.
For sure. For sure. Anybody seen The River Wild?
I think it's been
Yes,
a
Kevin
really
Bacon?
long
yeah,
time.
yeah. Oh, you
I
should
think
check out that movie's awesome.
yeah.
Wait, John Riley played in that?
Yeah,
he the
yeah. He
friend?
was one of the. I think he was one of the
I feel
guys.
like we
with
need to
Kevin
review her
Bacon.
IMDb. Is that what you just pulled up, Jackie?
Well, Maggie had this look of kind of panic probably because she's like, I don't know any Meryl Streep movies.
Devil Wears Prada.
I mean, that is
It was
a really
so good. It was
I
great.
know. I know a lot of guys that really love that movie.
Yeah.
Not that women don't, but it just kind of surprises me sometimes. Like my brother Tom,
Emily
like
Blunt's great in that movie
Yeah.
too. That's a great movie. It's really like if that movie's on TV, I'm totally stopping and watching it.
I never saw Doubt, but I hear Doubt was really good.
I wanted to see that.
Let's take a quick break while you guys look at her IMDb page.
We'll come back.
We'll come right back.
And we'll do it.
So you've been listening to the Might Be News Network, but you still can't get enough each week? Become our patron on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/MBN Network to become a patron and get exclusive content now. For as little as $5 per month, you'll get access to extended episodes of all your favorite shows, as well as perks including MBN merch and monthly giveaways. Just want to support the network? Become a patron for as much or as little as you'd like. Patreon.com/MBN Network. 2 hours of bonus content each week guaranteed. Your contributions will help make the Might Be News Network bigger and better than ever before. Patreon.com/MBN Network.
Welcome back to Relatable Radio. Just real quick, mbnnetwork.com, patreon.com/MBN Network. We wanted to give a shout out to Amy in New York.
Yeah.
She's our newest Patreon subscriber. And
She
we
listens
love
to
you.
the show?
I so appreciated her comments about her relating me. She
finds us relatable, which is
when
why
Amy
we
said her
named it
son
that.
was an asshole, I knew these were my people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I love this woman. This is perfect.
This is why we do this.
You can also find us on Facebook at Relatable Radio. Hit us up, follow us. We post the shows,
Share the
other info, other stuff. You can send us messages, interact with us, and all that kind of good stuff.
Another thing that's cool that's pretty new as well, if you are new to the show or any of the shows on the network, you can go to SoundCloud and only SoundCloud for playlists of each show.
Just
the show. So if you're new to Relatable Radio and you want to binge all the episodes of Relatable Radio, go to SoundCloud, find Might Be News Network, and there's a Relatable Radio playlist there with all
including
the episodes.
the ladies' nights that started this
Correct.
from Might Be News.
Correct.
So this is how that show started.
Yep.
Yep. Jackie and I got on Might Be News for ladies' nights.
That's right.
And then we were just so good that Taylor's like, well, obviously I need to make this a show.
We need to make this a show.
Yep.
Because we got more views than the regular episodes of Might Be
People
News.
want to hear us.
Yes.
We have things to say.
Well, I love it too because the comments are all the same about the show, that it's relatable. It works perfect. Like, you guys are great.
Yeah.
You guys are great.
Yeah.
Great job, ladies.
We know, but thanks. Love to hear it. Thank you guys for your support. We love hearing the feedback. It makes us feel so special. It totally made my day when I saw those comments. I'm like, this is awesome. I love it.
Really cool.
You're like, this is why I say what I say. Because there's other people out there that relate and they just probably feel like assholes for saying it.
I also want to give a shout out to Amy Jean, right? So she interacts a lot with us on our Facebook stuff, on our posts. We see her a lot. She pops up.
Yeah.
So thank you for your support. Amy's love our show.
Yeah.
I'm
Amy's
just
love the show.
throwing
Amy's
it out
killing
there.
it, yo. They're killing it.
It's great.
So if your name is Amy, the show might be for you.
Might be Amy.
Might be Amy.
It's a new show. Stay tuned.
Yeah, right. Patreon.com/MBN Network to hear the full 90-minute show. This show's always great about doing it. We always do 90 minutes. We have the segment at the end.
Yeah, so people that don't know, the if you're not on Patreon, you don't get to listen to it. So check it out, sign up. We do a segment at the end. We literally have a bowl of questions. Some of them crazy, some of them deep. Get to know us a little bit better.
It's the most structure we'll ever have on this show.
But it's a eye opener to us and who we are, and we definitely get more personal in that segment.
I'm telling you, I found out some shit about Amy a few weeks ago. I don't even think that was on Patreon. Maybe it was. No, it was.
No, yeah, that was.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
We tell our deep, dark secrets. So if you want to know them too and make them not so deep and dark anymore, that's the place to do it.
Go to Patreon. Yep. And you get cool stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we have giveaways every month. We've got, you get stuff for signing up in general. So yeah, just check it out. And we appreciate everybody's support.
Anyway, what is everybody's
Oh, yeah.
favorite Meryl Streep movie?
So Jackie mentioned a movie, and as soon as she mentioned, I'm like, okay, that's my favorite because it's been my favorite since I was a little kid, and I could watch it all the time. Death Becomes Her.
Yes.
Such
One
a
of
good
my
movie.
all-time favorite movies.
Yeah, it's so
How
underrated,
mad did I
too.
get when I always miss the one scene, I guess is it near the end of the movie where they get the holes blown through their stomachs? And I always missed it. I was always so mad because I'm like, when will I ever see this scene?
I mean, they're both
always
so
missed it.
beautiful in that movie.
Oh my God.
I love the end when they're like cackling in the church and just like
They're
having
old.
like just old and they're falling apart, but they're just like cackling and laughing.
It's
and
crazy because it's like Goldie Hawn and who was it? Bruce Willis?
yes.
That's not so crazy that it was
Yeah.
Bruce. Whatever. I'm gonna go with this. I've only seen it once, but I saw it was really great. Bridges of Madison County.
Mm-hmm.
It's a touching story. Basically, for those who, I don't know, maybe there's younger listeners and they've never seen it, but she's like married and has 2 kids. The husband and kids go away to like a state fair, and she ends up meeting Clint Eastwood's character, who's a photographer for the National Geographic, and she takes him around to show him the bridges of the county. And then they like end up falling in love and have this like really brief affair. But she like wrote like 3 journals worth of like about him and like their love for one another. And it's basically like after she dies, like what do they do? Do they honor her wishes or do they bury her with her dad? Like it's just this whole crazy love story. So well done. Like Clint Eastwood and Meryl Streep are just top notch. Can't get any better.
Speaking of Clint Eastwood, I was in Facebook videos, getting lost in Facebook videos, and I came across
Easily done.
easily done. There was it was Ellen video because I just love Ellen, and I guess his office is really close to hers on the what's it call it,
Like on the set, the
whatever,
plot,
yeah.
the plot.
But insert name here, studio, yeah. So they like went over to his office to see if he was there, like randomly, because it's Ellen. She can really do whatever the fuck she wants. And they knock on his door, and he was there. And like I haven't seen Clint Eastwood in a while, and like he looked like a walking skeleton.
Yeah, he's
like
old.
I don't know how that guy's still alive. I'm pretty sure he's not anymore. And
just the same
his
as
son Scott looks just like
holy
him.
shit. Yo, he's good looking dude. Sorry, babe.
He's hot.
He's hot.
Oh my God,
But-
he's hot.
Yeah, no, Clint Eastwood, he's old. It's the same as what's his face from the Rolling Stones. Like, they're all walking skeletons.
Yeah.
All of them, man.
I need to finish the movie, The Mule. It's his newest movie.
Oh, yeah.
I watched like 3/4 of it. I gotta finish it, but what I saw of it was really good, and he was great in it.
well, of course, it's
He was
Clint
great
Eastwood.
in it, yeah.
Even if he's dead, he's still wonderful in movies. It's just
Look at him acting like he's sleeping.
His son might be hot, but I don't think he'll ever be as good of an actor as his
No.
father.
No, you're going to grow up in the shadow.
yeah.
You have to do something way, way amazing to top any parent.
Fine, I'll take his new photos.
Yeah. Fine. I'll help you out there.
Okay, so
Scott
back to
Eastwood.
favorite Meryl Streep
Yeah.
movies.
Who's gone? Maggie?
I'm gonna go with The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, such a good
She's
movie.
such a bitch in that.
I know.
So good.
She's such a cunt.
Yeah, but then in the end, she has her moment of where you realize that she's done like this great letter for her and whatever.
Yeah, that's
and
true. That's true.
There's like one shining moment where like maybe she's not such a bitch. No, she still is.
One brief shining moment and then that mouth.
Wrong movie.
Yeah, I know, but whatever.
So I'm going to go with Devil Wears Prada. And what was the other one? She did it with One True Thing.
Oh yeah, I was actually looking at that and I'm trying to remember what that movie was about.
She was sick. Renee Zellweger had her own life, came home to take care of her mom, and then found out the father was cheating on her. But the mom knew, and it had been going on for years.
That happens a lot. Like,
Unfortunately.
I know multiple families that have gone through that, of where it's just like a thing that they're like, "Yep, that's what happens."
And then
It
they
has been happening.
Stay together, and I don't get it. Like
I said before the break.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker for me.
yeah.
I said before the break, The River Wild, and if you haven't seen that movie, I would highly recommend it because you guys are all describing her kind of as a badass in these particular films for different reasons. In the River Wild, she's like straight up in mom protecting her kids,
Mama
mode.
bear mode.
And she's goes
on a
hard.
river, and it gets wild.
It gets really wild. That movie's wild. You should check it out.
We should also mention like Sophie's Choice. That was a good one.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
seen
know.
Sophie's
there's so
Choice.
many movies.
There's so many movies. Just watch her whole catalog.
Yeah,
it's
she's a
worth
legend.
it.
She's She's a legend.
Worth it.
And if you're not watching Big Little Titties, I highly recommend that show. It's really
It's gonna
Oh,
now
Lord.
someone's definitely gonna make a porno about it. You know what I mean? And that's what they're gonna call it. Big
She was
Little
also on The
Titties.
Simpsons one time or another in the 90s.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like most people at this point
Everybody's been
had
on The
to have been,
Simpsons.
right?
Speaking of
It's
the
kind of how you know
Simpsons,
you made it.
I saw an ad for a new app on my phone called Turning Yellow, and it's straight up this app that you just upload a picture and they draw you like the
The
Simpsons.
Simpsons. Yeah. You
But
can do like your whole
since
family.
They
Draw
can't,
me.
but since they can't
Tell me
say
like one of
that,
your French.
it's just like, oh, I just got this new app called Turn Me Yellow, and it's literally turned me into the Simpsons.
Yeah.
It's the corniest thing ever. Don't even buy it because it's not official. Do you have it?
But
No, I don't have it, but
Oh.
I kind of want it now.
I want it now, but like I
You have to buy it. If
They-
it
they
was
even-
free, I would totally do
I
it.
think
Do you have
that-
to buy
Yeah,
it?
I don't know if you had to buy it,
I'm
but I'm
looking it up.
sure something has the cost.
turn
behind
me,
it.
turn me.
I just
I
thought
want
it was,
blue
I just
hair.
thought it was
Look it up.
stupid because the name of the app is Turn Me Yellow, and it's just turned me into a Simpson character.
They can't say that.
I know, but I think the even the logo for the app is a donut, like what Homer would eat. Like it's just so bougie.
I'm looking it up. Nope. It's not called Turn Me Yellow.
It's
Yes.
not.
It's not, for sure.
What is it called?
I don't know. I searched Turn Me Yellow. It's not there.
Turn Yellow. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it was corny. And now we're all
You
like
wouldn't want to be a
searching for it.
Simpsons. A
We're
Simpson.
all searching. I'm like, it's not that.
Oh, I don't even know. I'll
He's
have to find
wrong.
I can't find it right
it.
now.
Maybe it was a.
Is it?
maybe it was a hoax thing
I
because
have
it was a
Goo-
video. Maybe it was just somebody like
Fake
making
news.
it that was stupid.
Could have been fake news. I'm
I
a little
thought-
disappointed because I would love to insert a family photo of me and my family, and make us into the Simpsons.
That would be cute.
Which I feel like my kids would not appreciate at all, but like my husband and I would totally love. I get it framed, hang it in my living room.
Yeah.
Right.
We have a lot of random art now. We could do it.
It would totally fit in with your
There's
very
no
random
theme.
art
There's no theme. The
going
theme
on in
is-
this room.
The theme is we do whatever we want.
Do what you
We're
want.
adults. Okay. Well, some of them like
There's
you
like
should
this
probably put that
beautiful
in
like
the-
picture of like flowers and this,
and then we
and
have
then
the
it's like
the Eagles winning the Super Bowl broadcast, and then we have our little mascots.
But then if you turn over to this side, it's like there's a beautiful picture of the Philadelphia skyline and then like
yeah,
the stars, and you're all over the
Yeah.
place, Jackie.
I know.
All over the
Well,
place.
that's what happens when you live in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
One day we'll have a house and everything will
You're
be
grown up.
next.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Right?
It's an
So they say.
exquisite art collection. So far.
It'll be worth millions one day.
It could.
For sure.
It could. We're gonna be famous one day, and I'm gonna laugh at
Like,
all of
oh
you.
my God, this hung in their house. Well, apartment.
Their first apartment together, and probably our last apartment together, because we'll live here forever. That's how it feels.
So let's get to know your sisters a little bit more.
Okay.
You mention them on the show semi-frequently.
Yeah. Talk about you bitches sometimes. Why don't you tell us about yourself, Maggie? Go on.
I'm Maggie, and I have 4 kids, 4 girls.
Heaven help us.
Yeah, pretty much.
What are their ages?
My oldest is 9,
10.
10.
Don't even know. She's totally mom mood. Like, you know
Is that
what?
an age or a clothes size?
Yeah, I know. She's a size 10, 9, 12.
She's a 10, 9.
Just double digits.
Yes, she's 10. Then it's 9, 4.
Everyone's
And
out
then
there with these
3.
answers.
Well, she's
Phone a friend. Phone a friend.
when you grow up and your mom calls you every name under the sun before
Yeah.
she gets to your name, Maggie now experiences that.
So I have 2, and I have this moment of panic when like you're at the doctor's office and like, oh, what's their date of birth? And you're like, I feel like I'm asked this like, and I'm like, I go blank every
Yeah.
time, trying not to like confuse them. I can't imagine with 4 how bad that is.
They'll ask
Cheat
me at the
sheet somewhere.
doctor's, and I'm like, oh, I got this answer right. That's perfect.
Yes,
I'm good.
win for the day.
I studied for this. Yeah. Sometimes studying, though, is not always what it seems to be. I'll order stuff at McDonald's, and I'll be like, I want a bacon sausage McGriddle or a bacon McGriddle. And I'm like, a bacon sausage McGriddle. And they're like, what? I'm like, never mind.
Sorry.
Like,
That's
Ignore
not
me,
right.
I'm
just
crazy.
don't worry about it.
And I'm hungry and I have to feed my children.
Just give me all the meat.
She loves
Anything
me.
you got.
What else? Well, we work together,
Yeah.
but we don't talk about work on here
That's fine.
because it's our happy place
Or in general.
or in general. Other people have talked about work, but We've been working together for
over a year and a half.
A year and a half now.
Yeah.
So
Real quick, sorry to interrupt. Quick update on this Turn Me Yellow bullshit.
what is that?
I'm sorry. It
No,
wasn't
go
an app. It was an ad for. He's actually an artist. Like
So you can pay him.
So it must have been like a sponsored ad that he.
Are you on his
this guy was
Instagram?
doing.
What's
Yeah.
his Instagram? So everybody can check it out.
Turn me yellow.
Playaz, Plyaz, but underneath it says Turn Me Yellow.
Oh, it does say turn me yellow.
He's into turning people yellow.
Still not an app.
Still not an app, but
There's not an app for that.
Just quick update. Just so
it does
you know,
exist.
It
He's
does
just-
exist.
He's not completely crazy.
He's an artist.
It's
that
also a
creates
hashtag
these.
with 106 posts. There's a bunch of Turn Me Yellow shit going on Instagram.
Nice.
Apparently.
Check it out, guys.
Turn me yellow shit.
Don't check it out. He doesn't
Turn
pay
my
us.
shit yellow.
I just
Turn
thought
my
it was-
shit yellow. So my shits look like Simpsons.
It exists. I wasn't just dreaming it. Because
Yeah.
this
I
whole
did-
time I was like, was it a dream?
I did see something somewhere
You know, your
about it.
dreams are never dreams. They're nightmares, and they're typically about zombies. Okay.
True. It's true.
So
Anyway, back to getting to know your sisters.
what else? What else do you want to say about yourself?
I don't know. Funny as shit.
You are funny as shit.
Funny looking.
Well, they say we look alike. So.
No, we don't. They say Kim and I look alike. They just always thought we were twins growing up because we're closer in age.
And you guys have the same face also.
You don't think Kim and I look more alike than Maggie and I?
You and Kim look a lot more alike.
Yeah.
It's the coloring has a lot to do with it too. Maggie, I feel like if you had like blonde hair, then let's compare.
I'm trying to act like I'm actually not related.
Yeah, understandably so.
Jeez. I love it.
There's always
But-
one sibling who's ashamed of the rest.
I know.
Yeah.
It's me.
She's definitely the black sheep.
That's because I'm so funny.
No.
You guys
She was
are-
technically the only planned pregnancy. I will put that out there. And
Okay.
I feel like that's what
So
makes her crazy.
We were all planned in the eyes of God, her mom.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's her line.
Mom's crazy.
It's so funny. So with my siblings, we're kind of crazy with the everything, with fathers and whatever. So like I'm the only one that was born while the parents were married.
Okay.
Right? There's only one other that was born. Well, she was conceived. No, she was born while they were married, but she was conceived out of wedlock. And I always tell them all that they're fucking bastards. And I'm the only legitimate heir.
You're
of
all
the family.
fucking bastards. All of you.
I'm the only legitimate one out of all of you.
Yeah. So Kim, why don't you tell us about yourself? I mean, obviously we know when you were born. We just don't know the year, and we don't have to put that out there unless you want to.
I was born in 1974 on this day at 12:51 a.m. I'm the only one who does not get a phone call on their birthday from their mother.
Because she tries to,
She
my
doesn't
mom
love you.
tries to call everybody. She tries to call everybody at the time that they were actually born. So I sit there, if I'm at work on my birthday, I'm like, all right, it's 9:00. She's going to call me in like 5 minutes. And sometimes she's good about it. Sometimes, well, she's watching your kids, probably yelling at them and forgetting to call me at 9:05. And then she's like, I tried. I really tried. Like, Mom, you're the only one that it matters to. Like, just the fact that you call it's good enough. But yeah, she does not call. But if I were Mom, I'd start calling you at fucking 12:51.
Oh, I would totally do that.
She was awake like maybe 2 years ago on my birthday, and she elected not to call me.
Oh, see,
Yeah, but
And
we're-
she knew I was
But-
awake.
I was like, but did she know you were awake?
Yeah.
Where were you? What were you doing? Who were you with?
so what you're
that
trying to say
Mom?
is you're the least favorite. Out of
Sometimes
all
I
of
feel
them.
like it.
Yeah, there's one in every family. There's
Sometimes
gotta
her
be.
nickname is Mouth.
Everyone's nickname should be Mouth.
I know, but you get called it more because you see Mom more.
I get told I act a lot like my mom, but it's because I'm around her all the time.
Yeah.
It's a curse.
You're supposed to say
Sure.
a blessing and
you-
a curse,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be a blessing
No,
part of
it's
that.
Just a curse.
Whoops, I forgot that part.
When you get Kim and Peg going at the same time, it's just best to leave them alone.
Walk out of the room.
Just get out of the
slowly
way.
back out.
Run.
Get out of the way. Take cover.
Shit's about to explode. But what do you, I don't know if you want to talk about what you do for a living or not.
I
but-
work at the front desk in a doctor's office in Westchester with 2 breast surgeons and a nurse practitioner. I used to work for a GYN oncologist.
You worked for me for a while.
I did work with Jackie part-time before I found the job at the doctor's office. So I luckily don't have to hear about elderly ladies talking about a yellow-green discharge anymore.
Yeah.
Very thankful.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop. Living life on the wild side. And today we will be, my family has tons of July birthdays. So we're actually going to celebrate Kim's birthday, Riley's birthday, and Jenny's. Maggie's got two of her 4 kids' birthdays are in July. And then...
Because we're awesome.
Yeah. But even Sean has a son who was born in July. They already did his birthday celebration, but we couldn't be there. So I get to give all these cards with money today.
I was talking to the kids last night as we're watching fireworks, and Cole's talking about he wants to see red, white, and blue fireworks. And then he's like, well, it's not 4th of July anymore. I'm like, yeah, but July is like America month. Like July across the country is the month where everyone celebrates America, and I'm like, it's the whole month. There's like community days and there's fairs. Like if there's any month that like
summer,
if there's any month that like represents the United States, like it's July. July is like the month of this country, and and like all the fairs and the community celebrations and like all month. Yeah, I had never really thought about it that way before. Yeah, but I was like, yeah, it's the whole month of July. It's just America month.
America. Fuck yeah.
I always loved fireworks until we got a dog that hates them. And now I hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like fireworks either now.
I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this.
Fuck this shit.
I'm not into it.
Fuck them guys.
Like last night, I was
live
just
in a
like,
really bad place for that because there's fireworks literally
everywhere.
You're like surrounded by all the community celebrations.
Did Euclid have their community day?
Yes. So
was that yesterday?
Lionville, I think, was yesterday. Lionville and Exton both had theirs yesterday.
That's probably why we
were surrounded
fireworks.
by it.
We were surrounded by fireworks.
It was crazy.
Well, Kevin was flipping out because we could hear the other one behind us. And like we weren't sure if we'd be able to see fireworks from where we were. And then he, being Kevin, like he's like, it's like time is going by. They should have started by now. He's now like freaking out, getting all paranoid. He's like, I want to go home. And I'm like, you need to relax. Like we cannot drag because as soon as we get home, the fireworks are going to start, and then our kids are going to have meltdowns. They were so excited. And I'm like, you just need to. And like even the people in front of us, they had come. They were like, well, is this a good spot? And we're like, maybe. I don't know. Like try it out. The woman had heard the firework, and Kevin even looked up on his phone like, oh no, they're having their community day today at their fireworks. They just started a few minutes earlier than ours. This woman starts having a fit to her husband and like demands to like move places. And then he's like, whatever, if that's what whatever. If you say, I can hear like he's like resigned to it. Fine. Yeah. I don't even know where they end up going and where they ended up, but she had like an epic freak out and like thought that like
how old was she?
Oh, they were married. I mean, in her 30s at least. I don't know. It was dark. I couldn't really see her face.
Freaking out because she thought she wasn't gonna see fireworks.
I think so. I don't know. Then again, my husband was doing it too, so you can't really.
Oh,
I don't know.
But that's like us. Like we talked about if we feel like something's not going our way, we're like, fine, we're not gonna do it. And you're like, okay, well, and realistically, like you're talking.
Deep breath.
Yeah, deep breath. You're overreacting. So I get it.
And we had a perfect shot of the fireworks.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's great.
Fireworks.
Well, yeah.
Nope. I can't
just
stand them now.
shook like a leaf.
Yeah,
it shakes so bad.
We were watching Stranger Things, and all of a sudden I hear it start, and I'm like, here
we go.
It goes, and it went forever last night.
The show was really, really well. Here's the thing:
forever.
it started at the other one started probably half an hour before Exton's did, and Exton's it was almost like the kids were getting bored a little bit because it was like they had like 3 mini finales in the whole show.
Yeah, because there's a few times I'm like, oh, it's going to be over
it's
soon.
Over. It's
no,
over.
And I was like,
no, it wasn't over.
Kept going. Yeah.
Kept going. But
it's funny.
I kept falling asleep because I had some spiked seltzer at the party.
Oh, I love spiked seltzer.
It's really good.
My favorite.
Ben's got this like stuffed chicken that we gave him. It's like his little stuffed animal thing.
This Lovey.
And we rubbed this
Peaceful Pup essential oil.
Is what it's called on it. And it just like
he loves it.
Put it in front of him.
Does it help?
It helps with the shaking.
I think it does calm him down in a way. He still shakes though.
Yeah, he still hates it. Still hates it, but it's better.
And like sometimes he just doesn't know what to do with himself. Like when we were in New York and people were setting off fireworks because it was actual 4th of July, he was like trying to like go under the couch, or he just sometimes goes in places I'm like, no, Finn, you're not thinking this through.
He's in
Clearly
panic
you're
mode.
in panic. But, he's so cute. And eventually he's fine, but.
Great job this week, ladies.
You too.
Go to patreon.com/MBN Network to hear the rest of the episode. Maggie, Kim, thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Happy birthday, Kim.
Thank you.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo!
All right, like I said, if you want to hear the rest of this episode, go to patreon.com/MBN Network. Otherwise, go to mbnnetwork.com. It's never been easier for you to find your new favorite podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye.